Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we are going to study the learning outcomes and textbook activity of lesson number 7 Kalika Chetarike Science of class 8. Force and pressure. Learning outcomes. First we are going to understand the meaning of force by push or pull. Second we are going to explain how the pursuit of forces can change the state of motion and the shape of an object. Third, knowing the meaning of non-contact force and describe the non-contact force such as magnetic force, static force and gravitational force. Fourth, knowing the meaning of pressure and describe the pressure exerted through liquids and gases. And last, fifth, explain the atmospheric pressure. Learning outcome number 1, learning sheet number 1, activity number 1. See the given images and tell what type of action do you recognize in the pictures. Here pictures are given. By seeing the pictures, you have to tell which type of action is this. By seeing the first picture, which action is this? This is pull. By seeing the second picture, it is push. Third picture is stopping. Fourth picture is pull. Then next, learning outcome number 2, learning sheet number 2, activity number 1. See the pictures below. Classify these as an example of how force can change the state of motion and shape of an object. So you have to see the pictures here and you have to write. First one, the ball move from rest and chops its state of motion. Number second, by seeing the second picture, we can write that the ball changes its shape by pressing. Then by seeing the third picture, we can write the ball changes its shape when the player is kicking the ball. Next question, write the effects of force based on the above activity. The ball moves from to rest and change its shape of motion. The ball changes its shape by pressing. The ball changes its shape when player kicking the ball. Learning outcome number 3, learning sheet number 3, activity number 1. Observe the pictures below. Write the type of force you observed in the image as contact or non-contact force. By seeing the pictures and situation, you have to write whether it is a non-contact or contact force. First picture, if you will see, it is a non-contact force. Second is also non-contact force. Third is non-contact force and fourth is contact force. Activity number 2, answer the following questions by observing the pictures given. Here a picture is given. On that you have to write this activity. Next, activity number 2, conduct textbook activity number 7.11. If you do not have a rubber sucker near you, perform this activity using the available cup or ink pillar. What do you learn from this activity? You have to refer from your teacher and you need to write down. Next, I'll check my understanding myself. Number 1, in the given picture, a boy is repeatedly hit with a stick to keep the tire in motion. What happens if you stop hitting? Why? If we stop hitting a tire, the tire will stop moving, because if we not applying any force on it, it will stop moving from one place to another place. Next question, observe a picture of a person landing by using a parachute. Name the force that caused the parachute to move downwards and come down with the same speed without the help of a parachute. Explain. Force of gravity is responsible for the person to move downwards. If the person comes down without parachute, his speed will be higher. Next, third question, give reason. Number A, the bottom of the dam which collects water is much thicker than the top. Answer, water pressure is very large at the bottom due to its largeness. Therefore, water is much thicker than the top. Next, B, using sharp knives rather than a blunt knife can effectively cut things out. Answer, a sharp knife is less contact surface area than a blunt one. So, a sharp knife apply a greater pressure used for cutting. Next question, the magnet attracts a piece of iron. So, can attraction and repulsion is pushing or pulling? Explain. Answer, attraction is also a pull because a magnet pulls other magnet repulsion. Repulsion is a push because magnet pushes other magnet apart. Last question. An archer pulls a bow when she hits the target. Write your observation after she release of the arrow. An archer stretches her bow while taking aim at the target. She then releases the arrow which begins to move towards the target based on this. So this is all about the notes of your lesson number 7. If you want the notes of other lessons, check the playlist of my channel. You can get from there. Thank you.